Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Roman Style Let's Builds with me, Bob. In today's episode, we will be building a 7x7 starter Roman styled house. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's get. So, first you're going to want to get started with a 5x5 area of any flooring material. I'm going to choose to use oak wood planks because they look fairly nice as a floor. Next, you're going to want to lay out a ring of sandstone and blocks around them. Of course, these can be texturized or non-texturized. I'm going to texturize them later in the build. It's of course up to you. Then you're going to want to take this up 3 blocks all around them. I'm going to finish doing that and bring you back. Alright, so next you're going to want to place a block there and a block there, or a sandstone stair there. Then you're going to want to fall down. Yes, you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to fill in this area with your same flooring material, leaving one space for a ladder. Here. Then you're going to want to bring the walls up 4 again, all around, all sides. Alright, next, after you've built up your walls, an additional 4, you're going to want to fill the top row in with sandstone, smooth sandstone. Why? Because it's smooth on the bottom. Alright, so after that, now we start working on the detail work, since this is pretty much a square. So we first bring up pillars on all sides connecting to the corners, like so. And one last one. Alright. Then you're going to want to find the middle, where the floor is. Fill that back in, and just run a line around, like so. You're also going to want to do the same thing on this level. Next, you're going to want to add some detail work to the rest of your building. So maybe some windows, those in and about. I'm going to go play around with some window designs and then come back and show you some. So I've done some windows. Those just, basic windows all around, using the stair, fence post, stair, and of course these can be modified to suit your needs, wishes, whatever you feel like. So next, good piece of little detail work, just putting little stairs all around. It really transforms the build from a meh build into a pretty good build, in my opinion. So you just carry these all around on all the little pillar dealios, and it really makes the build pop a bit more. So I'm going to finish putting these little doohickeys on, and I'll see you. Alright, so the next bit of detail we're going to put on is the roof. So you want to go every other with a full block around the edge of the roof. Then, in between, you're going to want to place sandstone slabs. This gives it a very interesting kind of, where railing type look, or just kind of a slot in the railing where the water would drain off of. Of course, you can always use some sandstone just to break up the smooth texture. In fact, it looks like the rest of the building needs a little bit of texturizing. Now, the key with texturizing is to do enough that it definitely looks like it's multiple blocks used, but not too much where the sandstone will overpower the smooth. Remember, these pillars you can see on both sides, so just be aware of that when you're using these blocks. Alright, so I'm going to texturize the build a little bit, and then I'll see you in a... Alright, so I have texturized the build, and that's added a whole nother level of, detail into the build. But this next thing, as you can probably tell, is going to add a lot more. We're just going to add some vines in. Of course, you can come back with some string to limit the vine growth. I might do that. But for now, it's just, place a few down just to kind of help separate this build from maybe your average little build. And I know since this is kind of supposed to be a starter house, you might not have access to vines, so you can maybe put, some flowers in flower pots, maybe like one up here. Of course, you're probably going to want to light it up. And, this should get all, if not... Of course, you're also going to want your ladder, because if you're in survival, you obviously can't just fly up. Maybe put a bed in here with some chest either side, maybe table, furnace. Definitely going to want a light. Some lights in here, and perhaps the problem with using stairs for the window decorations is you gotta get kind of creative with your lights. So that should actually work pretty well. Of course, maybe you want some tables. I don't have the materials on me, but you can make some. Then down here, let's go grab your spruce door, since they probably look the best, and have nice downstairs as well. So, torch, 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 and torch, torch. Then you can decorate downstairs however you wish. Maybe you need some storage, so just make some chests or whatever you want. Alright, so just little details like flowers will really help the rest of this build. Maybe some cactus, and just little details like that will definitely help this build become a very, very nice starter house for you. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode and found it informative, entertaining, and all that jazz. I feel like this style of building would go great in a city, as well as just being a kind of starter house. You can start with level 1, then easily move up level 2, then you could even do a 3rd or 4th level if you have other buildings around. But yeah, make sure you have a good source of sandstone, because you're going to need a lot of it for this house. And Yeah, so I've been Bob. This has been the Roman 7x7 house build. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. If you feel really inclined to do so, share and favorite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.